Hey everybody, let's make some eggplant lasagna. I've got the eggplant all sliced up and I've sprinkled salt on it so it can sweat a little bit to get the water out of it. And I'm going to grill it. I'll show you that. In the meantime, while I'm doing it, I'm going to go ahead and make the cheese sauce to set aside so it can be mixing together, and then we'll go do that. But you need ricotta cheese. I'm not going to say it wrong. Ricotta cheese. I did half of this because you need 2 cups, and this is 4 cups. So I've already put it in here, and then we're going to put Italian seasoning. I'll put in below. You can see the measurements, but it's all for taste. And you put 1 egg. I've already put it in there, but 1 large egg. Now I'm going to go ahead and put a little oregano just to get a little more flavor here. And some basil. And we're just going to stir this together and set it aside. If you want, instead of ricotta cheese, you can use cottage cheese, or you can do a mixture of the two. The cottage cheese makes it a little lighter. The ricotta makes it creamier. So a mix of the two can kind of give it an in-between. And I would do, if I had cottage cheese, I would mix it. I'm going to go ahead and add this is some basil to it to get some good flavors. So we're just going to layer it. I'm getting this made up, and then I'm going to just let it all sit together and cook it for supper tonight. You can do it right away, or you can let it sit a minute. To me, melding the flavors together just makes it that much better. And there's Tyrone saying hello to y'all. So let's get this mixed up, and then we'll go grill the eggplant. I'm gonna go ahead and just add a tad of olive oil on it just to give it a little zap. Now this is vegetarian, no meat, so you can make your own marinara sauce whenever you do it, or you can use a jar. I homemade some marinara. Mine is not going to be meatless because I put meat in my marinara. So that's what I'm going to be using, but you can make this meatless. Okay, let's go grill. We've got these grilled with a little olive oil and grill them till they're soft. We're gonna start the layering, and you start with a little marinara sauce on the bottom. And like I said, most people just have sauce, not meat in it. Mine is, I've already made it and it has meat in it, and I'm trying to use it up. So you can use whatever you want. And put some of this in the bottom. You can use canned to make it quick and simple too, or ragu or something like that. I don't use jar stuff usually. Anyway, so you just put a layer on the bottom. We're going to take these. I have this. I don't want any of these. You're going to layer the layer of the eggplant on top. They smell so good. They smell delicious. Now, I mean, if you're making regular lasagna, this is where you would put noodles instead of this. Just gonna layer them all in here. Put the small one here. We're gonna try to get 2 layers out of it. Okay. So now we're gonna take that. We're gonna spread a little cheese on top, and I'm going to just dollop it and then spread it with a spatula. See, that has sat there, and I might need a little more than that. And this has, I don't know if I showed you before, garlic powder, oregano, a little Italian seasoning, and I cut up some basil to put in it to give it a little more flavor. Just gonna spread it across in here. Need a little more spreading. You don't want a thick layer. Spread it. Spread it as much as you can. Spread it out. You're also gonna have mozzarella cheese. Okay, now we're gonna add mozzarella cheese. You want to, a gooey cheese that melts easy. Mozzarella is a good one. This is 2 cups of mozzarella cheese, and you might use more or less to your preference. Tyrone's talking to us again. And I've got Parmesan cheese, which most people just put on the top. I just go ahead and add a little bit in here for all the flavor. You can use the Romano cheese if you prefer that. Okay, now we're going to start with our next layer. I'm going to put some more. I'm going to try to spot it on where I can spread it. It's not easy to spread. See if I can spread that spreads for me. I think I'm going to need a little more. I think Tyrone has learned to say hola. I think that's what he just said. Lucy's been teaching him that. Tyrone is over 40 years old, so old bird can learn new tricks. He's saying hello now. Okay, so we've got that again. We're going to do, we've already got the, what did I put? Okay, we're going to do another layer of this. I couldn't remember my layers. I think we can overlap these though. Put one more, the small ones in here. Okay, now we're going to do this again. I'm going to end up getting a small third layer, very small third layer. Spreading a little better. And we'll put our cheese. I'm going to make sure I have enough for the top here, so I'm going to go lighter with the mozzarella on this time around. See how easy this is? Now we're going to do one more. I'm going to do this again and get the rest of that on there. I'm not going to put a lot here because we want this on the top. Let's see if we can get this. Okay, we're going to get the rest of these on here. So that was 2 medium to large size eggplants. That's getting us 3 layers. Cut about 1/4 of an inch thick. Some are thinner than 1/4 of an inch, but about that. Okay, that's everything on that. I'm gonna finish off this. I'm gonna do it with the spatula to get it all. Okay, and then just spread this. See if we can get it all to the end. Just get the very last bit of it over here. Trying to get, so I'm using every last drop of it. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead. This time I'm going to put this on top and then the cheese because this is the top layer. Because you want to end with this and then the cheese. And I used the rest of my sauce, which was my goal. Gotta get that bay leaf out of there. Let me get this. So we're going to spread this. Okay. And I'm going to put the rest of the cheese on. You can always use more cheese. There we go. So now, then you can put it in the oven at 375 till it's all bubbly, because it's really all cooked. It just has to get bubbly. I'd put foil on it until it gets all hot, and then take it off and let the cheese brown a little bit. But I'm going to save it for supper tonight, so you can make it ahead, put it in the fridge, put it in the freezer, and cook it later. It's cooked for an hour. I took the foil off after 45 minutes so that it can keep cooking, and that's what it looks like. I hope you like it. I can't wait to eat it. Join me again. Bye.